Alright, what's up, boys and girls? Got a video here that I've been wanting to go over for a while now. I just wasn't sure when I was going to get around to it, but I put up that poll recently and I saw the majority of the vote was to cover the vest streak ending. So, but if you voted for DJ Runo, don't worry, because that'll be the next video I put out. I've been wanting to cover that one as well. I did it in To Catch a Pay Pig, but we'll break it down properly. But for this one here, I had to go to a few different people. I feel kind of bad because the majority of the video is going to come from Mighty D, and he's the only real source out there aside from LSB. Like shortly, not even shortly, 2 days after the vest streak ended, that's when Dark Dave started getting strikes against his channel, and he had to delete all of his shit, or it got taken away from him or privated, whatever the case may be. But September 7th, the vest streak ended. September 9th is when you can start finding Dark Dave's videos again up on his channel. So whether that was actually Superhound at the time, or whether it was DSP, he got his little fucking feelings hurt, and he sent his little cronies, his little goonies after fucking Dark Dave and a bunch of other people at that time. You know, who fucking knows, but we're going to use a majority of Mighty D's video and a little bit of LSB. I couldn't use LSB's because he was, you know, it was his own stream that night, so he was talking a lot. He was talking over a lot of it, so I couldn't really use it. I will use a small portion of his video as well, but I'm going to have to do something special for Mighty D at some point because I hate using the majority of his video like that. But it was such a fucking good video, so that's why we're going to use it. So I went to Dave's channel and got the actual fucking stream. I broke it down into 4 minutes and about 40 seconds or so. I'm going to play these clips all in order. His stream fucking sucked that night. It was terrible until the end, until all the drama happened. I got, like I said, about 4 minutes here. I'm just going to let the clips play entirely. And these are the highlights, or if you want to call them the lowlights of that stream. Then I'll jump back in. Then we'll get into the real fucking shit. Let's see what we got here.
Alright, that was no big deal. Aguilar Artorias cheered and said, Origami King Olivia learning folds, rest in peace. Bobby? What? Huh? I don't understand that one. Nose Vacuum, no sorry, I'm not going to go get, I'm not going to go get the jersey for tonight. I'm just gotta get the gameplay tonight, okay? Do we have any mods here tonight? Seriously, because we already got trolls here being disgusting. I shouldn't have to manually ban these trolls saying disgusting things about my wife. That'd be nice. Can some mods please pay attention? Thank you. Okay. All I do is Blaze. Timmy $1 wants me to take my health more seriously. As I said, I definitely have to take more precautions in regards to what's going on here. I mean, this year took me by surprise. I've never had an issue with my equipment here. In the 12 years I've been doing this, I never had an issue with the equipment getting me sick. And now, obviously, I do. So, now I gotta take it seriously. I will actively clean once a week. I will make sure that everything is, you know, sterilized and the like, so. Hello, Crapcock. How are you today? Nonsense Gaming Live did a 200-bit cheer and says, people posted a picture of you on a subreddit saying, I'm a cancer survivor. I'm not a cancer survivor. That is a complete fabrication. And no one should joke about that because it's fucked up. It really is. You know, they're... Oh, yeah, I can actually hit the boomerang. There are tons of people who are cancer survivors, and they don't deserve to be joked about like that. I never said anything like that. I never would lie about something like that. That's fucked up. Now we're pushing towards level 3. There you go. So there you go. Whoever this person, there's been a person trolling me all day, okay, and cheering every time they do. So as stupid as they are, they keep like helping the channel with insults that have support attached to them. I mean, they're completely moronic. They're so dumb. Oh, look at this idiot. Fuck you. Flannel. Okay. Alright. Whoa! Psycho OC just did a 5,000-bit cheer. Thank you, Psycho OC, for a very generous 5,000-bit cheer. That propelled us to the level 3 hype train. Now we're working towards a level 4 hype train. Wow. I was not expecting ginormous cheers and subs like this. Thank you guys very, very much for the support. I appreciate it. Awesome, thank you. So, by the way, everyone who's cheered, subbed, or gifted a sub is going to get a special emote now for participating in the hype train tonight. It'll be the tier 3 one, but I don't know what the tier 3 one actually looks like. They change them from month to month. Oh, shit. Alright. Boom. None of your business tips. Oh, fuck. None of your business through $2 says really great with all the cheers and the subs. Remember that the tips are going to help more than anything right now, and he's right. You know, we're going to keep the Vest Streak alive tonight, guys. Remember that the Vest Streak is on the line here tonight, just like every other night. But then again, I think the people who just contributed with cheering and subbing probably weren't intending on tipping tonight. That was how they intended on contributing tonight, I feel. Perhaps I'm wrong, but that was the feeling. So. Oh, God, okay. Ooh, excuse me. So I need to get that person up as the top tipper of the night. Gotta play the game, too. My legendary boots broke. Well, that's a bunch of horse shit. Just get me out of this fucking boss mode. Go to a different elemental, dude. Well, thank you to everyone cheering here. I appreciate all the cheers. 3-hour Ludwig hygienic streamer tips. I don't have time to read these and respond. I have to focus on this fucking boss fight so we can finish the stream and the game. Don't get too comfortable. I'm about to get serious. Who's he going to become now? Fire.
Alright, and again, those were the fucking highlights of his stream that night. I don't know how people sit through this bullshit on YouTube and watch his fucking pre-stream and watch his streams and shit. Those were the fucking highlights of his 2-hour gameplay. Fucking garbage. So at the beginning of it, he gets a cheer from, I think it was Hygienic Streamer Tips or whatever, telling him, you know, watch out for your ear infection, blah, blah, blah. And he says he cleaned down everything. So keep that in mind for later. That's going to come back into play. The ear infection is going to come back around, and it plays a major part in everything at the end. But then somebody cheers and says that they put your picture up on Reddit talking about he was a cancer survivor. And again, I agree with him. It's fucked up to joke about something like that, but it was kind of funny. And then the direct quote is, I wouldn't lie about something like that. It's fucked up, unquote. Didn't he just claim his fucking parents were elderly and getting ill in the last video we went over? Punk ass motherfucker. And then I went back and got the picture here. And it's him and Rihanna sitting on the couch. And it says, 3 years ago, my dad was diagnosed with cancer. 2 hours ago, the doctor told him he was 100% cancer free. Life is good. And you can see the daughter and her loving father there. Posing for the picture. 8.7 thousand thumbs up. I don't know, DSP, well, I'm not even going to joke about it. I'm not going to joke about it. This was fucking hilarious. And sometimes laughter is the best medicine, buddy. And then he gets a 5,000 bitch here. That's 50 fucking bucks. And he's so ungrateful, man. He's crying that tips were at like $2. Somebody fucking cheers him 50 bucks. And he gets that full $50 because you pay for the bits when you buy them first. So he gets that 50 in a month or whatever. But because he's so fucking impatient and just ungrateful, he can't even like be happy about it or whatever. It's just, oh, thank you, and put it up on the leaderboard and move on and cry about fucking tips. Piece of shit. Then, none of your business tips $2. And when I heard the message, I immediately knew who it was. He tipped and said, the subs and cheers are great, but don't forget the Vest Streak is on the line and tips help the most. Then DSP agrees with them and repeats the bullshit. And I didn't cut the clip out because I didn't want to fucking waste any more time with this. But if you go back to part 8 of To Catch a Pay Pig, OIC part 3, it's almost the exact same message. He talks about the vest streak coming to an end. No, I'm sorry. He says, we already hit the tier 1 goal, but we can still hit the tier 2 goal, guys, tonight. So don't forget to tip and shit. And it just sounds exactly the same of none of your business, tip $2. And the same fucking message. I guarantee you 100% it was OIC. And speaking of our favorite 3-letter bitch, we're going to have some screenshots here in a second that, well, we'll look at them here in a second. But the last part of that fucking, the low lights, at the end of it, he can't give shout outs for all those cheers and subs that came through. This dude made a killing that night in cheers and subs. There was so many gifted subs, and he just can't give shout outs because he has to play the game. Then he wonders why people weren't fucking tipping. Maybe it's because you're an entitled, ungrateful piece of shit. Now let's look at some of these other pictures here. Now these came up as well. Don't mess with the vest. Did 100 bitch here. Didn't realize I could cheer less. Anyway, your wife has a hairy taint. That's a nice fucking message for you, DSP. Then we move on to damn cat is pretty lumpy. Did a 500 bitch here. Says shout out to OIC and all the whales. Don't worry about propping the vest streak up tonight, lads. I got this one. Well, I don't think you do, motherfucker. And then this is something that pertains to today. So lately, DSP has been getting members left and right, and especially after he cried about not hitting the members goal. You remember that little fucking meltdown? How he cried and cried. They didn't hit the goal because he wanted to do a begathon in September to pay his bills. And lately, since then, members have been joining left and right that we don't hear about or we don't fucking know about. We don't know who they are. Everybody speculates that it's the 3-letter bitch creating sock accounts. I'm here to tell you that it is the 3-letter bitch creating sock accounts. And the reason that I know this is because, and this isn't a great thing, I'm just in position to know this because I've done so much fucking looking back, and if you want to call it research and videos on this subject already. So during that vest streak, this motherfucker was creating Twitch accounts. He's been doing this for almost a year. Creating Twitch accounts and then gifting subs to those Twitch accounts just to give DSP more money. So that night, OIC gifts a sub to Hint Hint. Okay, maybe somebody made a Hint Hint account and went into fucking DSP's chat to troll. But let's look at the next picture. Then OIC gifts a sub to Mod Me, Please, Please. And if you watched the Ballad of OIC, or if you've been following this shit, you know he really wanted that fucking mod ship and he was crying and begging for it. And somebody just happens to create an account called Mod Me, Please, Please, and he gifts them a sub. Next picture. Later on in the stream, OIC gifts a sub to Mod Me, Please. And by the way, these weren't the only ones that I found. I just got tired of fucking taking screenshots and shit. This dude was creating accounts and gifting subs to these accounts so DSP would have to read them out loud. Sounds like all these fucking members that DSP has been getting recently that we've never heard of before and that all of a sudden just appeared and are supposedly 10-year fans, whatever, they just haven't been around. Blah, blah, blah. So now that we got past that bullshit, let's get into the real part of the video. Again, we're going to jump to Mighty D for this. It's going to have the midstream begment when he was very low and he had to go fill his, we'll call it water bottle, just for the fucking sake of it. And then it's going to jump to the end, and this is some of my favorite fucking lore of all time. Less a fucking a go.
The mods, please pay attention. Thank you. Here we go again. Another idiot insulting me. Another moron insulting me and my family. So, up next, the finale of Origami King. Alright, good. This is a good opportunity, guys. I can go get water, because I am completely out. My mouth is dry as shit. Let me go fill my water up. I'll be right back. Alright. I'm back. I got full water. And would you look at that? While I was gone, some guy, I received a $75,000 tip from some guy I messaged when I was in the bathroom. Wow, it's amazing. So we hit the tips goal for the night. Awesome. Yeah, right. All right, so guys, in all seriousness, I can only stream for about another hour. We're only at $8 of the tips goal. All right. I would really hate to see the vest streak end like this, only because, excuse me, this is my first full day back, and I knew there weren't going to be a lot of people here for the conclusion of Paper Mario, and it kind of sucks because, like, the momentum I had is stalled now because I was sick, so it would really suck if the vest streak ended tonight, you know, but if it does, it does, all right? Please, 1 hour left. Like I said, if we finish this is the final boss and maybe the conclusion, I'm going to stick around till around 9:15-ish, but I cannot go into overtime tonight. My wife is home, and we got to plan a bunch of stuff. We got to plan our meal schedule for the week, our shopping, and our plans for tomorrow. We got to do all this tonight. So I'm out of here in just about an hour. So there is no time to waste. If you're going to contribute to try to make the vest streak continue, please do so. All right? Thank you, guys. So I guess...
Hell, my Führer, hell. So, the Führer's mouth is dry as shit, and he needs to go get quote-unquote water. You know what makes your mouth dry very easily, DSP? Gin does that. Hint, hint. Then he comes back from getting water, and he says he received a $75,000 tip from some guy while he was in the restroom. Then he laughs and laughs. That's karma, and it'll come back at the end of the video. Don't you worry about that. Karma, bay, bay. But then he starts begging for money and says he can't go into OT because his part-time wife is home. I like that nickname, by the way. I think I'm going to start using that. Part-time wife. But they have to plan their meal schedule and shopping for tomorrow, and that's why he can't go into overtime. Is she not able to do that by herself? Is she a fucking child? She can't plan a meal schedule and shopping list for tomorrow. He has to do it for some reason. The fuck? Then he ends it with saying, quote, "There is no time to waste if you're going to contribute and make the vest streak happen." He sat there for roughly 90 more minutes after this. 90 fucking minutes. But there's no time to waste if you're going to contribute and make the vest streak happen. Fucking used car salesman. Next clip.
Okay. Alright, so let's close that out, guys. So thank you guys. I'm sorry I can't go back and read a million cheers now because people were cheering during the final boss. What do you want me to do? Like, I couldn't derail and talk about off-topic shit when I'm trying to finish the game in a limited amount of time. Ninstar Rune cheer. Dynamite Heady's plot is that Smiley's an I don't care. I'm not going to read this giant paragraph about Dynamite Heady's plot now. Sambuca 2020 tipped me $5. Said, sorry I got timed out, Phil. Alright, I don't know why you got timed out, but thank you for the $5 tip. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the stream. I can't go late. I wasn't kidding. Like, I'm done. The game is over, and it looks like the vest streak's over. So, I don't know why people were, like, the people were holding tips or whatever tonight. Because there was a lot of support tonight, and it was mostly subs and cheers. So, I don't know where, you know, why people did that, but that's going to be, this is it. This is literally the end of the stream. I told you guys I couldn't go late tonight. So this vest streak is about to end. Unless we get a tip right now at the very tail end of the stream, and there's no time for a vest, the stream is over. So unless we get something right now, this is it. This is the end of the vest streak, and I guess what we'll have to do is on Wednesday, when I come back from my day off, we'll have to talk Wednesday morning about what do you guys want. Do you want to reset the vest streak to 0? This sucks because right now, if I didn't have the 2 days off this last weekend, we would have been 4 ahead, so we would have been at 280, and then it would have been less than 2 weeks, and we would have had a vest celebration. And now it looks like the whole fucking thing ends because I'm sick, you know, which is fucking bullshit. That really pisses me off because it ends because I was sick, you know. But it is what it is, I guess. All right. So, guys, thank you for over 5, at this point, almost 6 months of the vest streak. It was much appreciated. The support that you gave me during that time period. It sucks that it ends like this, especially with everything that happened this past fucking weekend. And now I'm way behind on everything. This really sucks, okay? You know? I was in a good position, and because I got sick, I fucked everything up. And I'm sorry for that, because now...
Absolutely in-fucking credible. Let's go back to the beginning of it. So the game is over. And again, he tells him that he can't go back and read 1,000 cheers. Unfucking grateful, man. Somebody cheers 1,000 bits. I think it was even Ninstar Rune. Cheers 1,000 bits. $10, man. And he starts to read it, and then he just stops and says he doesn't care. He's not going to read it. Sambuca, who's a long time fucking pay pig, tips $5 and says, sorry, I got timed out, Phil. And DSP does a leg slap and just doesn't give two fucks. That's what he thinks about you, Sambuca. Then a direct quote. I don't know why people were withholding tips or whatever tonight, unquote. Like, what do you even say, man? Whenever he tries to say he's not entitled or greedy or whatever, that's the only clip you need for proof that he absolutely is. How dare you stupid idiots withhold tips from him? Then he's crying for a large tip to come in, and he even says there's no time for a vest, and that's a direct quote. Then what's the fucking point of tipping and having a tips goal, you dumbass? And then probably the worst part of it, a direct quote. And now it looks like this whole fucking thing ends because I'm sick, you know, unquote. He wanted to call them lazy for withholding his fucking tips so bad there. Those are his tips and he deserves them, idiots. And actually, this is the worst part. It just kept getting worse. He uttered the words, quote, and now I'm way behind on everything, unquote. He was supposedly sick and missed 2 days of streaming, and he didn't hit the tips goal that night. And by the way, Ket's birthday was right around this time, and he just happened to get sick and miss a couple of days. And now he's way behind on everything. Despite getting $27,600 in the last 4 months. And that's not an exaggerated number. That's what he got. 276 vest streaks, 27,600 in the last 4 months. And because he was sick for 2 days and didn't hit the fucking goal that night, he's, quote, way behind on everything. If that's not absolute proof that he's a liar and a scammer and willing to say anything, I don't know what is. Let's go to the next clip.
Kind of feel like I'm to blame for the vestry ending because it wasn't because the support didn't come. It was because me getting sick threw everything. It fucked everything up this weekend, you know. And now people probably didn't even come out to the streams today because they didn't know what was going on because I've been sick and everything. So I'm sorry for that. Okay. But it is what it is. This is it. So. What we'll do is on Wednesday morning, we'll talk about the future. Like, do you guys want me to? We're gonna have to go to 0, right? If we're gonna start it over, it has to go back to 0. And do you want to continue? Because the thing is, so much is with the vest. You got your freaking emotes of the vest, right? We've got animations with the vest. Everything is based off the vest streak. And now that the vest streak's over, I don't know how to proceed. Do we want to do something different, right? Do we want to do something completely different or not? I don't know. But this is it. There's no holding out. People are holding out hope. Guys, it's over. The vest streak is over. This is it. It's the end of the stream. I told you guys I couldn't stay late. I have to upload. I have all the shit I have to do tonight, And the one thing I'll say is I'm sorry because I was told that this game was only going to be done with about an hour, and it went 2 hours. It took the whole stream, which is fine, but people were waiting for like a Q&A segment or Fall Guys, and it didn't happen. Because again, it seems like every single time someone tells me how long the end of a game is going to be, they're always wrong. It never fails. Every time I'm told you're going to finish a game early, it goes to the end of the stream. Like every fucking time. Seriously, every fucking time. So. Nose Vacuum did 100 bit cheer said, Phil don't H. I don't even know what the hell that means. Phil don't H. Alright. Didn't say it was anyone's fault. Now there's the trolls, of course. Yeah, I still say it's our fault. No, I didn't say it was anyone's fault. I just told you it's my fault because I was sick. I got sick because I'm a human. I'm a fallible human. I got sick. It fucked up the entire weekend. So now I'm behind 2 days of income and those fucking chargebacks. And now tonight the vest streak ends. And now who knows what's going to happen. And it does. It worries me because this was something that was really positive and fun. And I was like, man, now maybe I can afford the consoles. People actually just tipped earlier and actually...
Alright, and shout out to Baldy for this picture. He messaged me on one of the community posts, and he told me to check my Twitter. He had something for me, and I went in there and I checked it, and he had this fucking picture for me. So I appreciate it, because before I was using the side by side with Private Pile and DSP, and he just fucking formed it into one. So Baldy, I appreciate it. If anybody else wants to send me something, Discord, Twitter. Twitter I don't check very often, but if you remind me, I'll check it. And if it's a picture or something like that, I can use it for the videos, and I'll put it in there and give you credit for it. So thanks again, homie. But going back to the beginning of it, quote, people didn't come out to the streams today because he's been sick and they don't know what's going on, unquote. Sure, Phil. Sure. That's why people didn't tip you that night. The fucking mental gymnastics he does every time he fails at something, it's always somebody else's fault, never his. And then he tries to guilt trip them into tipping because they have emotes of the vest and vest animations, and now you guys are gonna lose that. Gee, Phil, here we are a year later and those stupid ass things are still on your streams. Whenever someone tips them $100, that vest animation pops up. Fucking scumbag, man. Then he gets mad, and I love this part. He gets mad because someone, quote unquote, someone told him he was going to finish the game early, and he ended up taking all night to beat it. Again, Phil, maybe that has something to do with the fucking stalling that you do. Kind of like you were doing right there. And of course, again, it's not his fault, but this mysterious person that told him he would finish the game early, probably the fucking djinn told him that, and he's just hallucinating. And then direct quote, I'm a fallible human. Who even fucking talks like that, man? I guarantee you he's probably feeling guilty there because he wasn't sick at all. He took those days off to spend with his part-time wife, which is probably why he was so pissed about finishing the game early. Jackass. And then towards the end of it, another direct quote. He's behind 2 days of income and those fucking chargebacks, unquote. And what do you know? Chargebacks make a guest appearance in the series again. Didn't we just hear this the other day? This bullshit's never gonna end with him, man. Fuck off. Next clip.
Actually just tipped earlier, and actually the tip should be $1 more because someone named Penis Parker tipped me $1 and said apparently it's been leaked that the Xbox information is out. There's Xbox Series S is only going to be $300, and the Xbox Series X will be $500. They're out November 10th. That doesn't make sense to me because unless Xbox Series X is seriously underpowered compared to the X, why would there be a $200 price difference? I could see, okay, between the PlayStation 5, one version and another, because it doesn't have the optical drive costs $100. That I could see, like, okay, maybe the digital PS5 is $400 and the one with the optical drive is $500, or maybe the digital is $500 and the optical drive is $600. Why would there be a $200 price difference between the two unless it's way weaker than the Series X, right? Unless it's way fucking weaker. So that doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, like I was hoping to keep the vest streak going so that I could actually afford both new consoles and everything, and now it's over. So, all right, guys. Well, Timbo Slice Series, the Xbox Series S is less powerful than they say. It's pretty much a Xbox One X power, if not a little more. Well, then why would you even want that? Seriously, why would you even want that? Sambuca 2020 to be $4.20. And why did I get timed out? Sambuca, I have no idea. Did you not see I was finishing a game? I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know why you were timed out. How can I answer that question for you? You know the process to get a ban appeal. It's not to sit here and ask me on stream what's going on when I have nothing to do with it. All right? You can email me. You can talk to a mod, like always. Hygienic.
So somebody tipped like an hour ago, and he just now adds the $1 tip and gives the guy a 3-minute fucking answer. This dude is such a scumbag, man. What do you even say? And he's sitting there stalling for so long after saying he couldn't do OT, by the way, and that his loving part-time wife was waiting on him, that his console goes into sleep mode. Then Timbo cheers. Hey, Timbo, good to see you again. Where you been, buddy? Then Sambuca tips him $4.20 and asks why he got timed out, and Phil gets a fucking attitude and shits all over him. And at the end of the clip there, if you go back and watch it, he rolled his eyes and shook his head. Like, you stupid motherfucker. Sambuca made up half your tips that night, and they came within like a 3-minute span. And look how he talks to you. Some of these pay pigs are beyond helping. You can't even fucking help these people, and they come back for more. They hold out their hand, they get smacked, and then they do it again. Can't fucking help these morons. Next clip.
Hygienic Streamer Tips says, I'm partly to blame because I wasn't around earlier to give you personal hygiene tip. No. The problem is everything fell apart in regards to my setup this year because I've had years where I couldn't afford new shit, you know. Previous years, I never used the same headphones 3+ years in a row. Never. I was alternating headphones out. So because of that, there wasn't big amounts of bacteria growing in the fucking headphones, you know. And I'm getting older. You know, there's a lot of things that are happening that's a factor of why I got sick. All right, so Big Daddy Snowcrawl cheers to stop stalling and end the stream. Cat's going to be home, and Angry Cat is home, and she's waiting for me right now. All right? So I guess that's it, guys. All right, so thank you for almost 6 months of the Vest Streak. It officially ends tonight. What we'll do is on Wednesday, we'll talk Wednesday morning on pre-stream about should we reset it or what do we do? Because I have freaking 6 vests. We have vest emotes. We have a vest animation. You know, the vest celebration, which you guys seem to have liked doing. So I don't know if you guys just want me to drop the whole thing. Because the thing is, I told you guys, when it ends, it ends. I never thought that it would continue as long as it did. And I said, when it ends, I think it's over. I don't think that rebooting the Vest Streak's going to work. I don't think we're going to get stream after stream after stream of hitting the tips goal anymore. I don't. I'm serious. I really don't feel it's going to happen anymore. Like, I think people will be like, well, that was it. It was a run or whatever, right? And now it's over. So I really do feel that it's over. So I guess we'll have to see on Wednesday morning. All right, guys, that's it. I'm ending the stream. Have a good night. Tomorrow I'll be off, and I'll be back on Wednesday with Marvel's Avengers and a night stream of Tony Hawk. Thursdays is the continuation or the final episode, actually, of Tell Me Why. And we're gonna have all kinds of stuff this week, including Street Fighter. And continuing with those playthroughs, it looks like we'll probably have some Fall Guys. We'll probably have the return, maybe, of Fire Emblem. I don't know. Definitely I'm going to do some Batman this week, too. So it's going to be a mix coming up when I come back from my break. Okay, guys?
Add professional staller to his fucking title of professional mobile game player and professional whatever else he's a fucking pro at. Jesus. But back to the beginning. The disgusting pig blames his headphones. It's not his fault for not cleaning them. It's the headphones' fault. And the fact that he was too broke to buy new ones. And he legit made that excuse. Go back and listen to it if you need to. Then he starts fear-mongering again. You guys are going to lose all this best stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Just stalling and repeating himself. He said he was ending the stream about 10 times up to this point already. And then he proceeds to go over his entire schedule again. And, by the way, do you think he's done? Let's fucking play the next clip and see what happens.
All right, all. That's it. There's no tip. People are screaming, there's tips. There's no tips coming. If there were tips coming, they all would have already happened, guys. That's it. The Vest Streak officially ended tonight. All right, guys. All right. Thank you. Have a good night. I will see you all on Wednesday. Hygienic Streamer Tips. I'm not going to sit here and tell you about what planned meals for this whole week. In fact, I can't even answer that because we don't have. That's what I'm doing tonight. I'm planning meals with my wife tonight. Ninstar Rune Cheers said, I told you Paper Mario was shit. It killed the streak. No, I don't think Paper Mario killed the streak. I think me being sick killed the streak. I do. Because I think that it threw everything off. We had a consistent schedule of new releases. And people would have come to check out the new releases. And it would have been consistent. And it's not now because of it. Okay? All right, guys. That's it. Have a good night. Have a good day tomorrow. And I'll see you all on Wednesday when we figure out what the hell we're going to do. If we're going to reset it or if that's just the end of it. We don't care about it anymore. You know? Sparring King Cheers. How many people are actually going to buy the consoles and buy the better console and not just what they have for previous gens? What? I don't know what that even means. I don't even know what that means. Thank you for the cheer. All right, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you on Wednesday.
Holy fucking shit, man. It's like pulling teeth to get this guy to... That's incredible. Oh, man. Oh, we almost had... He had over 500 viewers just for the best streak to end. Oh, DSP, how does it feel? Oh, man, you wanted $400 and you got 18. Is he gonna update it now? Oh, his stream's still on. His stream's still on. I wouldn't doubt it for a second if all of a sudden you saw $82 pop up and he comes back on microphone. Like, guys, guess what?
Wait till he actually turns the fucking stream
Yeah,
on.
Black Mage, you were on the same wavelength as me. Thank you for the dollar. Let me go back. Cholo with the 20 taco dollars. I'm gonna sit here until he give me $100. That's what he's doing. He's still sitting there hoping for it. Literal filibustering OSES DSP by the balls. Yep, literally talking in circles. Wait a minute. Hold up everything. Wow.
Alright, so this moron starts to sign off, and then he fucking starts reading the cheer and proceeds to just start stalling again. Direct quote. I don't have time because I'm planning meals with my wife tonight. Unquote. Again, even his fucking excuses are lazy and pathetic, man. Then he proceeds to sign off for the second time and then starts reading another cheer and just starts stalling again. Then he starts signing off for the third time and finally he ends the stream. Maybe. And shout out to LSB, man. That was a glorious fucking night. Shout out to you if you were there. And you can see the picture. Obviously, I was there, and I had to send him a $5 to celebrate. We were fucking going crazy. He cleaned up that night, by the way. He made a bunch of money. Shout out to LSB, whatever you're doing now, buddy. Shout out to you, homie. But, you know, there's not too many nights like that in DSP lore, so you have to fucking celebrate them when they happen. And it was tremendous. And so, that was obviously the end of the stream, right? I think it was, but... let's see what the next clip is.
Who would have guessed on the face rig reveal that it'd also be the same day the best streak supposedly ended?
It's over, Phil. We have the high ground. The streak is over.
You know, his whole thing about gloating about how the detractors hate it when I hit the vest streak. Man, are you gonna have to eat a huge side of crow when your fucking vest streak fails on you?
Calling it now, he counts a tip he gets off stream and saves the streak.
Oh yeah, you think he's gonna get $100 tomorrow on his day off? Thank you for the $3 Moon Knight, $10 for Cartman94. Thank you, Alex Rocks, $2 super chat.
Over time to reveal the new saga.
It's gonna be jerseys, because he kind of hinted at that on Twitter. I'm staring at his stream just in case a donation comes through. He doesn't leave his stream running for 2 minutes like this. I wonder how long he's gonna let this end stream slide run for. People are asking if they can tip. He'd probably still take your money, but I don't know if he's gonna update it. He's crying.
Pig UPS sits over Dark Dave.
Uh-oh. Pig ups. Thank you for the 3 Australian. Middle Triforce Gamer. What a night to restream. Holy shit, guys. Thank you all for the support tonight.
100 waiting around after the stream, Lowell. Has probably snorting in the background.
He's probably pacing. He's anxious. He's still got 540 people watching this slideshow waiting for it to terminate.
Another $5 to mark this momentous occasion.
Oh, thank you, Dark Chiron. Face rig killed the best streak. I don't know if you could attribute it to me, but I'll take
I don't know why you guys are still here, but that's it. I'm going to delete it. So was it it ended at 276, guys. Well,
see, look, he was still here the whole time.
76 streams because we did some doubles yesterday, but that's it.
Dude, he sat around for another 10 minutes.
It's official. Had to
In
make
the
it
words
official.
of Dora the Explorer.
All right.
We did it, we did it, we did
I'll
it.
have to see
Yay,
you guys
Gossamer,
Wednesday.
we
Like I
did
said,
it.
you guys think about what you want to do.
Dude, he
Tomorrow.
totally was sitting there the whole time waiting for $80 to show up.
Or do we want to think of something
Can't
different?
wait for
I don't know
the
what
I'm
you
gonna
guys want to
pause
do.
donations. I'm sorry, guys.
But it is officially over. All right. Good night, everybody.
Wow, he had to come on and say, I was waiting, but I'm going to delete it now. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, it's offline!
Fucking tremendous. Fucking tremendous, man. And shout out to Mighty D for putting that timer up there, by the way. That was a fucking genius move. All that stalling, talking about he couldn't do OT and his wife, part-time wife, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, you're watching my video while I'm watching Mighty D's video, while he was watching LSB's video, while he was watching DSP's stream. That's not some fucking detractor shit right there. I don't know what is, man. And then probably one of the greatest moments in DSP history, proving just how much of an absolute scumbag he is. He sat there for a few minutes, watching his monitor like a hawk, waiting for that $82 tip to come in that he deserves, by the way. I wish the camera would have been on him so we could have seen him rocking all over the place. He was probably beating the floor so hard with his hooves bouncing up and down. Then LSB's reaction was fucking priceless once DSP came back on and cried and cried. And then probably the 3 greatest clicks I've ever heard in my life. Tap, tap, tap. As he deletes the 276 vet streak back down to 0. And we're obviously laughing at him and having fun with this, but shit like this wouldn't even happen if he was just a normal person, you know? Not this greedy scumbag piece of shit. He brings so much of this stuff on himself and then turns around and blames other people for his actions. He threw it in everybody's face how positive and successful the vet streak was, and how it was a symbol for his stupid ass streams, and how they never give up. And then look what happened. In reality, it was a handful of idiots propping this jackass up. And when it ended, he claimed how this was fucking screwing him over and how he was already in trouble financially because of it. It's fucking perfection. And this is what we call karma right there. And despite how successful he claimed it was, look at him now. Still begging, still holding fundraisers for himself, and still a piece of shit mobile game, fast food, and gin addict. Hate to take misery in somebody else's, or hate to take joy in somebody else's misery, but damn it, I love it. I love it. You got what you fucking deserve, Philip. And again, I feel kind of bad about using most of Mighty D's video here, but it was a great fucking video. And we're going to go ahead and use the ending of it as well, because it was just fucking perfect, man. I loved it. So, thank you, Mighty D. Prayer hands in chat for Mighty D. I'll have to make it up to you at some point here. I'll do something special for you, I promise, homeboy. And then after that, after we hear the music and wrap it up, I'm going to give a couple of quick shout outs, an update on the next video, a question about what y'all want to see after that, and then we'll wrap it up. So, appreciate it again, Mighty D. Thank you, homeboy. Take us out.
Have a good night. Bye. Holy fucking shit, man. It's like
And once again, shout out to Mighty D for the fucking song there. It was a great song, a great video. Everything was perfect about it. If y'all can think of something down in the comment section, let me know so I can give a proper thank you to Mighty D, because I need to do something special for him. Give a couple of quick shout outs and then we'll wrap it up. Mr. Gino, I noticed he joined the channel when I was premiering the last video, and he sent a tip right afterwards as well. So I got to give a huge shout out to him. He said he's a Dallas native, but he's living somewhere else now. And, you know, just thank you for the tip and always representing Texas. And I think he was even in the service too. I'm not sure if he was Marines or something like that I saw, but thank you for your service, homie. And thank you for representing Texas, buddy. Trevor as well. This is his second time. I do remember your name, dude. So thank you for the support. Thank you for believing in me, man. And just I appreciate it, and big ups, homie. And then Bacon Creepy sent a tip as well. And your name kind of fucking creeped me out there, but I'm just kidding. But he said that I should monetize the videos, and I guess he's talking about ads, and I'm just not really sure about that. I think I'd rather just leave them the way they are, ad-free, unless stuff starts blowing up and it makes sense to add them, then I will. But, you know, little stuff like ads and those end cards at the end of the video that take up the whole fucking screen, I just don't like that stuff. And so I'm going to keep it the way it is, but obviously I do take super chats during premieres and, you know, channel memberships. I've got a few different tiers there, and these tips, you know, that y'all send me, it's good enough, man. It pays for gas, it pays for groceries, or helps pay for groceries and shit like that. So, you know, I appreciate that, and I appreciate y'all having the faith in me and rocking with me. Next video will be out in about 3 to 4 days. It'll be the DJ Runo incident and meltdown. Covered it in To Catch a Pay Pig, but we're going to break it down properly. After that, I'm kind of unsure in which direction to go. I keep bouncing back and forth between older stuff and more current stuff. So if anybody's got an idea down, you know, in the comment section, please let me know what direction you'd like to see this go. Maybe, you know, future videos, whatever. I still got stuff written down, so, but I'm just kind of bouncing around back and forth. So if anybody's got some ideas, let me know. I'm just kind of rambling here. Next video will be out in a few days. I will talk to you very soon. Thank you for riding with me. And as always, let's fucking go.